Setting ticket.
Hey, Teddy.
Hey.
What's going on, man?
Not too much. What's happening?
Not much, man. Not much, man. I'm just seeing who we got going on. Oh, we got a few people jumping in here. What's up, guys? How's it going, Ted? How you been, man?
Can't complain. Can't
No?
complain.
Oh,
No.
man, we're still
Living the dream here.
I know. We got a lot of stuff going on, a lot of things happening. A few things to go over tonight, not a ton of stuff. But some important stuff either way. So yeah, man. So I figured we'd jump into it. If anybody's got comments, please post them in there so we can check in with everybody. I've seen some hellos there. Hi, everybody. Gina, Rudy, what's up, guys?
Hey.
Yeah, so if we're going to go over some things, if you guys have questions or there's things you're specifically curious about, just drop them in there and I'll try to answer it, or Teddy can try to answer it. And we'll go from there. The big questions that we have been getting are about entry, about the gate, arrival, that kind of stuff. So I figured we'd just kind of briefly talk about what to expect. And I know everyone's, a lot of the people here, you guys have been there before, you know the drill, but I just want to remind everyone that everyone there volunteers. So when you get there after you've been driving a lot and a long trip, we want to just try to be patient. It's a new environment for us. It's a new location. We got a new setup, and we're trying to work out how it's going to go. We don't really know what to expect, so we're trying to plan for every possible scenario. But we're doing. I think we're doing all right. We don't know what the cell phone service is going to be like, so I've been trying to tell people that if you can print out your ticket, that's probably the best option, so we can scan tickets at the gate. I know a lot of times that's an issue with Treasure Valley as well, so I'm kind of anticipating having the same issues at this campground. So just kind of keep that in mind. If you're able to do that, that would be really helpful. What else? I have some notes here. Early entry. I put this note down because every year someone shows up at the gate and they're like, I bought early entry. I paid for it online. And there's anywhere on the internet that you can buy early entry tickets online. So if you want to do that, please know you can only buy it at the gate. If anybody asks you, let folks know it's only available at the gate, please. We're going to see what happens. I think the big concern that we're trying to think about, Ted and I were just meeting earlier about this, is at Treasure Valley, we had that solar field right next to the main gate where we could put vehicles in as they came in early. And we don't have that at this new place. It's just a road. So that's going to be a challenge. And we're hoping we don't get buried with people showing up, at the middle of the night, Wednesday night, and then have to wait there until noon. Because that would make things even more difficult. One thing that I think that we're doing different this year that's going to be nice is all right, so Gina, I hear we have to walk our stuff in. So I'm going to get to that right now, Gina, actually. You don't have to walk your stuff in. So what we're doing this year differently is we're having everyone from the transportation team who's volunteering with transportation is going to be coming in early. So they're all going to be there before the gate opens. So we'll have that whole department set up. A lot of times those folks are coming in at noon. And so we don't have transportation. We don't have the golf carts ready. This year, we're going to have those already. We're going to have that whole department staffed. So what we're planning on doing, what we're seeing is, envisioning, I should say, is that folks drive in, park. You can walk around, feel free to roam around, jump on a golf cart. There'll be golf carts driving around so you can see the camp. You can see where everything is. You pick out a spot where you want to be. And then the golf carts will help you grab your stuff and bring it down to your campsite for you. And I know it's different. It's going to be, it's going to be a learning curve. But I think we're going to work it out, and having everyone available early is going to make that so much easier. Camp hosts are going to have a lot of extra stuff this year as well. Ted, you want to talk a little more about that, about what the camp host job is like?
Yeah, just like transportation, we're asking you the camp host. The camp host is supposed to come in early anyway, but this year it's going to be where it's mandatory. Camp hosts get in there early, and um, the camp host should be all set up for 6 8 for noontime on Thursday. So when the gates open for early entry on Thursday at noontime, the camp host should have their site all set up and be waiting at the drop off spot at their site, wherever that may be. So if you're at, I'll show you the map real quick. If you're at Saratoga, if that's your, if you're the camp host at Saratoga, and you should be sitting at the drop off point. So when the golf cart shows up with all of Gina's stuff, because she's got a lot of stuff, she probably have 2 golf carts full of stuff, and we'll have we're gonna have all of her stuff brought to that site, brought to that spot, and the camp host is gonna be there to help her unload all of her stuff, bring it to wherever she decides she wants to camp, and she's gonna and if she wants to camp at Saratoga, and they're gonna bring it all there, and then the camp host is gonna go back to that drop off spot and wait for the next golf cart to bring everything, and that's how it's going to work at every one of the sites. Is there's going to be a camp host at every one of the sites, just waiting for the golf cart to show up with the next person's stuff, and help them unload, so that the golf carts can get right back to the drop offs, the pickup spot, and get the next person's stuff. So that hopefully it'll be a quick load, unload, load, unload, load, unload, load, unload. The part that's going to help us the most is if everybody downloads a map and tries to pick out. I know it's hard to do when you haven't been to the campsite yet, but if everybody can go grab a map and try to decide where they want to be, will help us out a lot. If you can go in there and say, "Hey, I want to be at Saratoga," and or whatever site you want to be, so that when you show up, you can say, "This is the site I want to be at." Somebody at the gate is going to say, "Okay, drive over, park your car there, unload your stuff onto that golf cart. That golf cart's going to bring you to that site." That's going to be the biggest part that's going to help us out.
And brings up a good point too. Is that part of that transportation department is parking, and there's going to be folks all up and down that road. They're going to be pointing everyone in the right direction, so no one's going to get lost. Gina asked a question about working the main gate. Do you have to come in early? I don't know what that's looking like right now, Gina. You'd have to talk to Gina about that, and how she wants to set that up. But everyone beforehand is going to know the plan and where everyone has to go, and there'll be folks pointing in the right direction and going to the right parking lot, and so you're not going to get lost and wander down some road and have no idea what's going on. So, we'll make sure you get to where you need to be for sure. And I know it's kind of a challenge not seeing the camp and where you want to go, but it's a one time or a first time. We still don't know what's going on, but it's like if you're going to a hotel on vacation, you don't go there first and check out all the rooms. It's like, where am I going to go? Talk to your friends. All your friends say, "Hey, we want to go to this one." Cool, you guys go there, and see how it works. And you might find out that you love that one, and you might not, but there's no way to know right now. But I think it's a good system. Johnny had planned to be here tonight to talk a little more about it. Johnny's the director of transportation and parking. He had something else come up, so he couldn't make it. But he wanted me to really hit home the fact that we want folks just go into the parking lot and then start burning something in my kitchen, and then start to look around the camp and see where you want to be and that kind of thing. So, it's not really a perfect plan because we don't know what to expect yet. So, I think it's going to work out well, though, for sure.
I know. Me and Shane had talked before everybody got on, and we're hoping that you guys are going to be patient with us. This is our first year at this new camp, so we're probably going to make every mistake that's possible our first year.
Mhm.
So if you can be patient with us and be patient with our volunteers, we greatly appreciate that. Um, we will do our best to answer all your questions and understand that like I said, we're going to make the mistakes, but once we make a mistake and you point that out to us, we will not make that mistake again. So we will thank you for pointing that out to us. And like I said, we won't make it again. So please work with us instead of against us. And we'll get through this first year so to make our second year even better than the first.
Mhm. Mhm. All right. What do I get next here? I got a question here from Kristen, who's in charge of Halfway House Volunteers. So Kristen, that would be Sharon. If you go to our website, soberinthesun.org, there's a section it says meet the board or leadership. I forget what it says. But you can scroll down there and you'll see Sharon's picture, and you can click on a link there. We'll shoot her an email. You can reach out to her, and she'll be the person that's going to be taking care of all that stuff. The same one who did it last year. So if you guys were, I don't know if you were there last year or not, but she'll be the one who's doing that too. So, Jonathan's asking, will the camp host get radios? Ted, do you want to weigh in on that one?
I think you will. I think this campground is the design is tight enough so that the camp host will get radios. I can't say that for certain, but I got a good feeling that you will. And but they will be on a channel that'll be for camp hosts only. So you'll be connected to Andy Daniels, so that you'll be able to connect with him only.
Okay. And it's also I can't stress this enough. It's not like Treasure Valley where you're a mile apart from one place to the other. It's everything is a lot closer, and I think you're going to realize that when you get there. It's if you're thinking like in your head, Medor is way up here, and then Evergreen is like other end, or the Hemlocks. You know what I mean? Like it's not like that where you have these 45-minute walks between two camps. It's not like that. So I think it's going to be nice. Sharon, are there regular toilets? They have like a toilet building, but they're not like flush toilets. They're like Treasure Valley has at the sites. They're like pit toilets, like a latrine style toilet. But we're also still going to have the porta potties everywhere, like we get, and those get cleaned daily. Is that every day they come and clean those out, Ted, over the weekend?
Saturday morning and Sunday morning they'll come.
Okay.
Yeah. For the
so those get cleaned regularly as well.
And there is some flush toilets that's just they're random.
Some of the buildings scattered around, yeah. Yeah, so a lot of kind of new things that we're trying to navigate and see what it's going to look like when we get there. But I promise we're not going to leave you guys in the wind, and we're going to make sure that everyone knows the plan and everyone's on the same page. And you'll see us all out there and pointing you in the right direction. So it's going to be cool. It's going to be a little wild, I think, at first, but I think we'll get the hang of it, and it'll be fun. It'll be fun. It's just that initial. If anybody's ever been at the gate, at noon on a Thursday, from noon to like 3:00, it's absolute chaos up there, and so it's just getting through that period. But we got some seasoned veterans up there who are going to be back, and I think you guys are going to do a great job up there. Gina's been up there; she knows all about it. And Jean is the new director at the gate this year, and she's worked the gate for several years now. She's comfortable up there too, so I think we're going to be just fine. Yeah, so the other thing that we really wanted to talk about today was Gillette. Um, I know a lot of you guys know, a lot of you guys have been to Gillette and been to some of our Gillette events. I always, when I get the opportunity, like to share that Gillette is a main reason why we're able to keep this festival affordable. Without Gillette, we would probably have to double our ticket sales, our price of our tickets. And we really don't want to do that. We want this to be affordable. We want families to be able to come and have a good time. And we really can't do it without Gillette. Gillette's our biggest fundraiser of the year by far. And we need all the help we can get. This year, we have a really special opportunity that Ted is going to talk a little bit about. Ted?
Yeah, this year, if you've got a TV, you probably heard that the World Cup is coming to Gillette this year, so that opened up some opportunities for us. Unfortunately, most of the World Cup events are during the week, which makes it pretty impossible for a lot of, I know, the volunteer base that have been normally volunteering at Gillette events won't be able to do because we can't do during the week. We all, most of us all work for a living. But there are some Friday night events and Saturday events. I think we signed up for 3 World Cup events. But if you're doing World Cup, it's you have to. It's almost an act of God to be able to get into it. You have to. We have to send them. It's an international event, so the security level is incredibly high. So we have to send them, you guys, information. They go through it. They have to do a security check, and they send you the information. You have to pretty much like the NFL was doing, where you have to take a picture and they ask you all these questions, and you have to fill out the survey, blah blah blah. But it's a lot more entailed. But like I said, we only have 3 World Cup uh, events this year, and they're all in June, so which is next month. Well, in June. Um, but it is coming up, and that's going to be. It's a crazy, crazy time because they're expecting a full stadium every game, beyond capacity for sales, and nuts, nuts, nuts. But if you look on the webpage, www.silverinthesun.org, you can see a full list of our other events. We have concerts coming up. Um, we have the Banana Ball, which I don't know a lot about, but I know it's a baseball event that's going to be played at Gillette with these dancing baseball players. It's supposed to be pretty interesting. There's a Bruno Mars concert, which is going on during our festival. That another organization, the Half Moon Silver Festival, is going to be running for us. Um, so if you know people that aren't going to our festival that want to volunteer and help support us and help support Silver Half Moon, um, please tell them to feel free to reach out and uh, reach out to do the same as what they would do for a regular event. All they could do is tag that page that Shane just put up. You just click on one of the event, whatever event you feel that you can make, and it'll send an email to me. I'll tell you what you have to do to sign up for it, and we can get you on the page. There's Ed Sheeran concert, Zach Bryan concert. There's a Chris Brown and Usher concert coming up. There's a
Oh,
Carol
nice,
G.
dude. That's a new one.
Yeah, Chris Brown and Usher. That was a new one. There's a Carol G concert coming up in August also. September. So there's all kinds of things going on. If you guys are interested, please hit me up or go to the website and feel free to. Like I said, all you gotta do is click on one of the events, and it'll send an email directly to me, and I'll tell you what you got to do to sign up.
Yep.
But
Yeah,
uh,
that's a
Shane is 100% correct. If it wasn't for this fundraiser, we would definitely have. There's no doubt that we would have to double our price in tickets.
yeah,
This is the event that keeps our tickets at the
yeah,
price that has been for the last 8 years.
yeah, and it's a good time too, man. It's a lot of work. I mean, it's a long day and it's on your feet. It's tough, but it's fun, man. It's a good time to go, and it's for the most part, it's 95%. It's people from my group. Sometimes I throw like another couple of people in if we have a lot, but if there's people that don't have another group. But for the most part, it's all Sober in the Sun people, and we just hang out and have a good time. And
You're in a nice tight space, and you're bumping elbows all day, and you're making jokes. That's
yeah,
pretty
man,
much.
and you get to see the event, whatever the event is, you get to see for
Yep.
free. You get whatever for free, whatever food you want, free parking. You know, you park your car, you jump on a bus, they ship you over to Gillette, you jump off, go hang out, make yourself some food, cook up 40,000 hot dogs. It's great, man. It's great. You get to watch whatever it is. You know, we've seen some really big shows there, so it's fun. It's a good time. Um, I realize I still have we still had Arrival at camp up there. I wanted to take that down. Um, yeah, so I'm watching the comments. Nobody's got any questions in here. So you know, we really wanted to go over those couple of things, talk a little bit about that early entry process, what that's going to look like. You know, arrival at camp and how that's going to go. And then, you know, Gillette, those are the three big things that we really needed to go over.
Yeah. For me, the big thing is
So,
I'm telling you, download this map and
yeah.
spread it around the world. I want
So
everybody to
that,
have this map.
yeah, those maps are on Facebook page. There's also a copy of it on the, um, here, I'll add this up here again. If you go into our website, this is soberinthesun.org, and you click on festival info admission, we have this map here too, which is the same thing. It's just kind of looks a little funkier. But you can zoom in on it and see all the areas, and this will be the main gate right here. I don't know if you can see my mouse, but so this is on the website as well. So please get familiar with the map. Figure out, you know, what, talk to your friends where you guys want to go. Let's see, Fire Patrol, same for. I don't know what you mean by that, Sharon. Same for Rudy and Charlie. They'll be there. Let's see other comments here. Ted, this one's probably for you from Brian. What can you say about setup, and when can I expect to do a walkthrough to know the layout?
So probably end up if you, Brian, if you want to do a walkthrough to see what this to see what to expect, it'll probably be when we do the when we do the move of the trailers would be probably the best time to do to get the walkthrough, because that way the people that are doing the moving of the trailers will be the ones that'll have the most involvement of where everything is going to go. So I would say that's going to be when you can see the layout, Brian. Other than that, the map pretty much shows you everything. The map is pretty detailed of where how everything is, but I'll let you know, Brian, when we do the move.
Yeah, do you have a timeline for that yet, Ted? Because I know that Jesse was looking into the new trailers and everything.
I don't. Jesse went down and saw them 2 days ago, and he's got the whole area of where the connexes are going to be,
Okay.
and He's got it all set. He's just trying to firm up everything. We gotta purchase some wooden timbers to lay everything on and get
Mhm.
that all set up, and then we're gonna do the purchase of the new one, and then move the old ones. So
Yeah.
it's just a process, but it's coming along. I don't have a firm down dates yet, though. No, I don't.
All right. Cool. Another question here from
So,
Jonathan concerned getting the campers all of their gear at the campsites. Yeah, Brennan, I mean, like this is like we said, this is going to be kind of a learning curve, and we're gonna figure it out as we go. Um, our golf carts, the backs fold down, so they have the beds in the back, so we can put gear in the back. Um, and it's not, again, I can't stress this, it's not as big, so you're not going to have to, park and then you'll be gone for 25 minutes dropping somebody's gear off. It's any site you can stand like at the main field and you can almost see every campsite from kind of where you are. It's everything's much closer, so it's not going to take a long time. It's not going to be a lot of driving. Am I making, is this making sense, Ted? Am I making this? I feel
yeah,
like
for the
I hope
most
this is
part,
making sense. We're not driving 25 minutes to a campsite, dropping off and then
no,
coming
no.
back. It's going to be much quicker. It's zip zip back and forth. I think most people won't even be utilizing the golf carts. I think a lot of people are just going to walk because everything is going to be so much closer. Um,
Yeah,
so I don't have a concern with having enough golf carts. So they're big enough. I think that's going to be fine.
yeah. The initial, the initial times of when it's real busy at the main gate, like on Thursday night, on Thursday at noontime when we first open the gates, Thursday night, Friday morning, those times, Friday afternoons. There's going to be the hot times when the gate gets busy anyway. Those times are going to be busy, but other than that, Shane's right. There's pretty much is within walking distance. It's a couple of campsites that are further back, but for the most part, everything's right there. So like I said, if you have looked at the map and found out where you want to be, the biggest part that's going to hold us up is if somebody walks in and says, "I don't know where I want to go. Can I park my car and walk around and look and find my site?" That's going to be the part that holds us up.
Mhm.
So if people can find out where they want to be, that'll save us the most.
Yeah, I think the easiest way to do it is to come in. You're gonna come in the gate. They're gonna point you where to go. You park your car, and just go walk around. Go take 20 minutes or whatever. Walk around the campground. See what it's like. See how it looks because it's new for everybody, and everyone's gonna want to see everything. And I think that's the best way to see it is just walk around and you'll see the field and you'll see the RV area and all these buildings and roam around a little bit. Walk around, see what you like, see where you want to be. Some people want to be down close to the music. Some want to be further up out of the way. What's cool is that right up against the where the main field and the vendors are is there's another big field that's almost attached. That we're hoping we can have people camp right on that field. That would be really cool. If we don't need it for parking, but
Right.
um, that would be cool to have sites, tents just set up really on the field, on the main field would be really cool. So, um, I suggest get there, walk around, see what you like. And, the sites are big. There's enough room. It's not like we're going to run out of spots. Um, I think
Yeah,
it's going to be really cool.
I know Jonathan's worried about the having the golf cart's going to be big enough to get all everybody's stuff to their sites. I know some people have little trailers with all their stuff on it. So my thought, and I'm hoping I'm right in this, is that some of the gators that we get have ball hitches on the back, and they can take the take a trailer and just put the ball hitch right on the trailer, put the trailer
They
right on the ball hitch, and they can pull that trailer right to their site.
They'll typically have a hitch, but not the ball. So they can accept the hitch, but I don't think they usually have the ball on them. But We'll find out if they're pretty inexpensive. We can grab a few if we need to, because we only have a couple of machines. So we can make it work. But not a bad idea.
So I think we'll be able to do it.
Yeah. Yep. I think so. I don't see that being a problem.
So right.
Gina's asking May 21st for all hands meeting. That is for everybody. Gina, is that May 21st? Is that the date, Ted?
That sounds like the right date to me. The third Thursday of the month of May. Yeah.
So that is for all volunteers. We call it our all hands meeting. So it's everybody. It's all volunteers, directors,
Anybody who's got any
anybody
questions.
who's if you volunteered or if you haven't volunteered and you just want to come on in, man. We don't care. You're welcome. It's similar to this. We'll go over a couple of things, and then but it's in person and it's a little bit easier to ask questions. So we do that at 7:00. Is that right, Ted?
Yeah, in Worcester, the same place.
And it's
Salem
at the same
Covenant Church.
Salem Covenant Church in Worcester at 7 p.m. Let's see. Just seeing a couple of people have just kind of asking questions about that. Yeah, so we'll probably keep doing these, at least the all hands meeting are good if you guys want to come and ask questions, and we'll have some handouts, some flyers and stuff like that as well. You can get, maybe we'll print out some of those maps, and we'll have some maps available at the all hands meeting. If you guys want to take a map and get familiar with it, that would be helpful too.
Yes, I'm going to do my best to flood the world with maps. I want everybody to have a map.
Yeah, we'll make sure that gets posted to our pages and our website, the all hands meeting, if so people can make it to that and have all the information. I'll get that stuff up there tonight and make sure it's posted. So, yeah. Did you have anything else, Ted? I don't have anything else in my notes.
That was my big thing, is to show people, please try to figure out where you want to camp. If you look at the map, it's got numbers on the sites. Those numbers are to indicate how many. If you take that number and cut it in half, that's how many platforms are at the site. But if you I've been up to this campsite, and the campsites are really, really flat. So yes, there's that many platforms, but there's so many places to camp. Like if there's like Ticonderoga says it's got 52 platforms, 52. It can take 52 people. That means there's 26 platforms. So there's 26 platforms, but there's probably enough room for at least 52 tents to go there. That's 26 on the platforms and another 26 on the ground, at least, if not more. I mean, I'm telling you, these campsites are huge and they're beautiful, and they have beautiful fire rings in the middle of them, and we're allowed to bring fire barrels up there and make us another fire pit next to it, or close by, if you want to have your own private one. Or
we're gonna have the barrels in the blocks like we've had at Treasure Valley. All that stuff's getting moved, so we're still gonna have those. Someone asked a question about the all hands meetings. The third Thursday in May, June, July, and then every Thursday in August.
Yes.
We'll meet. We'll do that all hands meeting every Thursday in August leading up to the festival. And then our last one, we always have a volunteer meeting Thursday night at the festival at Sober in the Sun. Everyone comes in on Thursday, and we always do something for dinner, usually pizza, and so we have a big meeting that night just to kind of kick off the whole weekend. So yeah, so everyone's welcome at those meetings. Yeah. Cool. Well, I don't see much else going on in the chat here, Ted. So I think with that, we'll wrap it up. Yeah. Thank you guys for being here. Thanks for coming. Thanks for joining. And we'll see you again soon if we do this. Otherwise, we'll see you guys the 21st. Hopefully, if y'all can make it, it'd be great to see everyone in person.
Yes.
And yes, Rudy, the platforms just like Treasure Valley, those same platforms. Yep.
Boy Scout camp, exactly
Same
like
exact Boy
Treasure
Scout
Valley.
camps. How am I healing? I'm healing slowly, Gina. Thank you. Still healing very slowly. I'm still on crutches. I still can't drive. I moved from the cast to a boot now, so that's nice. I'm in a boot, but my foot is still like this big. It's very swollen, and I'm getting there though. Thank you for asking. All right, cool. Well, thanks, guys. We'll see you guys soon. And all right,
Toodaloo.
thanks, guys. Thank you.
Thank you.